Donald Trump was riding in a shiny black SUV down the streets of Florida. He was on his way to his favorite golf course, thinking about the game he was about to play, some important business meetings, and other decisions he needed to make. Suddenly, something caught his attention. At a busy intersection, he noticed an old man sitting on the sidewalk. The man's clothes were tattered, his beard messy, and his eyes looked very tired. Beside him, a cardboard sign read, "Homeless. Served in the Army. Need help." Trump rarely saw sights like this. As his car slowed down at the traffic light, he couldn't help but notice the sadness in the man's eyes. It was as if life had been so hard on him that he had completely given up. The man wasn't asking for money or begging loudly. He just sat there quietly, lost in his thoughts. The light turned green, and Trump's driver gently signaled that it was time to move. But Trump felt something deep inside, a pull that made him pause. Known for making quick decisions, he did something unexpected. "Pull over," Trump told his driver. The driver looked a bit confused but did as he was told. The car stopped a few feet away from the old man. Trump stepped out onto the hot pavement, surprising everyone around him. The old man looked up, startled to see Trump standing there. There were no cameras or crowds, just a few curious onlookers and Trump's bodyguards. "Hey, old man," Trump said gently. "What's your name?" The man squinted, unsure of how to respond. "I'm Jim. Jim Wilson." Trump nodded. "You served in the Army, right?" Jim nodded back. "Yes, sir. 3 years. But that was a long time ago." Trump looked at him for a moment, his face serious. "I'm going to change your life today." Jim blinked in surprise. "What do you mean?" Trump smiled slightly. "I'll show you." Without waiting for a reply, Trump motioned for his driver to come over. They spoke in low voices while Jim watched, still unsure if this was real or some kind of prank. Why would someone as famous as Donald Trump stop to talk to him? Trump returned after a few moments and said, "No one who has served this country should end up like this. It's wrong." Jim's eyes welled up, but he held back his emotions. He had been living on the streets for 3 years. With no family and no one to help him, he had struggled to survive. His time in the Army felt like a distant memory. "I'm not just giving you money and walking away," Trump continued. "I'm offering you a fresh start." "A fresh start?" Jim asked, almost in disbelief. "Yes," Trump said. "I'll make sure you have a roof over your head, a job, and the respect you deserve." "No one is a nobody, Jim. You're a man who served his country, and you deserve better." Jim didn't know what to say. He had heard empty promises before, but something about Trump's words felt real. Maybe this time would be different. "Just trust me," Trump said. Over the next few weeks, Jim's life began to change. Trump kept his word. He arranged for Jim to stay at a shelter while helping him get back on his feet. Soon, Trump used his connections to find Jim a job as a janitor at a local business. But Trump didn't stop there. He also arranged for Jim to attend therapy sessions to help him deal with the trauma from his Army days. He helped Jim reconnect with a veterans association that provided ongoing support. For the first time in years, Jim felt hopeful. He worked hard at his new job, earning the respect of those around him. Though life wasn't perfect, it was far better than the streets he used to call home. One evening, after a long day at work, Jim stood outside his small apartment. He looked up at the stars, remembering the moment Trump had said, "I'm going to change your life today." And he had. Jim smiled, realizing that sometimes the right person comes into your life at the right time and makes all the difference. His future, once uncertain, was now filled with possibilities.